What's up, Release family? I'm Letchford, and today I'm going to show you how to release tight knees. Now, we often hear people that have knee pain no matter what they're doing, whether it's yoga or working out or walking or climbing up a hill. There's knee pain. And so I'm going to show you using the yoga tune-up balls how you can address that knee pain. And it starts with using two right on the side seam of your leg. So you want to find that your leg is placed right over those two yoga tune-up balls. Stack the other leg on top. Hang out here for a second, and then start to flex and extend that bottom leg. Now you might start to feel a little bit of intensity, so just stick with it. Breathe through that intensity. The goal is to create big inhales and big exhales. To tap into that rest and relaxation response in your body. That's what's going to get these muscles to relax. So start to imagine that you have a flashlight on the tip of your kneecap, and you can shine that flashlight down toward the mat. Now you might have to swivel your whole body forward in order to start to bring that sensation more towards the front of your knee, but again, start to flex and extend that leg. Now you'll feel a tight band of muscle rolling underneath, and that's what you want to stick with. And I always say you want to keep the intensity something that you can breathe through. So if this is so intense that it's causing you to hold your breath, that's too intense. Your body's going to recoil, and all of this work that you're trying to do to get your body to relax is going to be in vain. So keep that intensity bearable, breathable. Good. Now we're going to move on to the very front of the knee. For this one, you'll just need one. Now I'm going to show you where this is going to go. So you have the kneecap, the patella, and right above that you have this skin. Okay, this skin, this tissue right above the kneecap. So what we're going to do is create a bit of an upward stretch in that skin. How we're going to do that is the ball is going to go right at the very tippy top of that knee. This is my dog, Sansa. She really enjoys releasing. And lift your hips up toward the skies. Create a downward pressure as if your kneecap had an eyelid and you're lifting up the eyelid of that kneecap. Then start to flex and extend the knee. You'll feel like, yes, you're getting a little bit of a core workout. And then start to really engage, shifting the balls 1 inch to the left, 1 inch to the right. For me, where I feel the most tightness is the very outside of the knee. Where do you feel the most tightness? Dog? Sansa? I adopted Sansa last year. And we're getting to know each other. She used to be a breeder mom, and so I think she's living quite the luxurious life now, so I feel very good about that. I think she rescued me, though. Dogs have a funny way of doing that. So once you've effectively released all of this top skin of the knee, now we're going to address the muscles that attach to the knee. So a lot of my research is on the knee injury prevention starts at the hip. So we're definitely going to address the hip. The first muscle we'll address is what we call the tensor fasciae latae. So the way to find that is you find the side seam of your hips, and then you go just 1 inch in front of that. Right here, right on the. Now, if you want to really find how to find that muscle, send your leg out long, tap the inner side of your arch on the floor, and start to lift that up. Where you feel probably the cramping, that's your TFL. So as you're internally rotated, lift it up, that's your TFL, okay? So it's this area of the hip. What we're gonna do is start with balls. That takes it down a notch of intensity. 2 balls are gonna go right on that area. Now you'll have some time to feel into that area to feel like, ooh, yeah, I feel tight here. This is gonna be more of an exploratory release here. So what I like to do is send both of my knees toward the ground, top leg comes over, hands are on the ground, elbow is on the ground. That gives me control. I can press everything into the ground in order to lift the body up, to decrease the intensity, or I can sink down to increase the intensity. And as I start to roll in here, you want to, with this bottom leg, push the knife edge side of your foot into the floor. Boom. You'll feel the balls popping out as your muscle, that TFL, presses into the sensation here and relax it down. So I'm pressing in the knife edge side of my foot into the ground. You can see this popping up and then relaxing back down. So start to get curious about little micro movements in your body where you can find where you feel the most intensity. I like to do a little up and down movement that allows me to really find where I'm feeling tight and tense. And sometimes I just like to sink over, allow my muscles to relax over the pressure I'm feeling. So you have a couple of options. You can press the knife edge side of your foot, pop it up and down. You can rock up and down, left and right, or you can just find stillness. And it's sometimes within that stillness, within that quiet moment, that we really allow ourselves to understand what's going on in the body. So sometimes it doesn't take the loud, aggressive, rocking back and forth. Sometimes it's just a quiet moment where you can tap in and understand what's going on so that you can usher in some relaxation. The last release that's going to affect the knees, if you'll lie down on your back with me, the two balls are going to go right snug in. If your knees are up straight, the balls are going to go right snug in to your hip. Just wedge it on in there. And then both legs fall over to the side. Ooh-wee. From here, plant your top leg, ground it down, and then your bottom leg is going to reach long and back up. Good. Now I'm coming to you from beautiful Malibu, California. I figured as you're releasing, it's nice to have a relaxing background, something peaceful to look at. And so I brought you here with me. The sun is shining and the waves are crashing. I'm sure you can hear it in the background. And it's just nice to be able to create a relaxing environment in your home or wherever you're doing this release. Even if it's before a workout, after a workout, before a long day or after a long day, it's important that we take these moments to pause and create our own little serene vacation, our own little escape within the present moment. So start to do that now. Why not? Escape. Use this time to tune out the world and tune into your body. Good. Now I'll let you do that on your own on the other side. Focusing on the side seam of the legs, and then addressing the muscles that really talk to the knee, that control the knee. Let me know how these helped you and if you discovered anything along the way. My name is Liz. Thank you for joining me.